Good afternoon, my name is Mike Oren, and this is my Mobile User Experience 1502 reflection video. I'm just going to go straight off the bullet points in the assignment to answer all the questions. First of all, what is my understanding of user experience after this previous month? Basically, to me, a UX means that your app doesn't just function the way it should, but it functions in a certain way. It has to be able to do things seamlessly, intuitively, to accomplish the goal of your user. It has to be easy to use. When you pick up the device and start using the application, you don't have to go looking for certain features. You don't have to figure out how something's laid out. You don't have to figure out how to navigate throughout the application. You just pick it up and you start using it. There's a human interface guideline for a reason. When an app conforms to the HIG, I guess, it's almost guaranteed to be an efficient and intuitive app. Elements are placed in certain spots for certain reasons, and it's got to kind of target towards a certain demographic, which is something that I really didn't think about before this course. Not only is it just cramming a whole bunch of features into an application and utilizing those, but targeting a group of users. For the bank application this month, why do I need a daughter user? A daughter user, and what would she want in an application like that? Does she need to transfer between accounts? Does she need to be able to set up different transfers between different accounts? Does she need something simpler? Does she need certain features such as a goal tracker, something that maybe grandma doesn't need? So why does UX matter? UX matters because it's basically what's going to keep your user sticking around and using your application. As noted in this course, there's thousands of different applications that are all in competition with each other. If app A doesn't work as well as it should be, if you run into a bug, if it's just not laid out nicely, if it doesn't conform to the human interface guidelines, it's not going to last on your phone more than 2 minutes. You're going to pick up the next competition. You're going to try something else until something lands on your phone that you like. It's not just about, like I said before, hammering out a whole bunch of functions. It's about doing it well and doing it easily and letting your user just pick up the application. Now that I've gone through this course, whenever I'm designing an application, depending on what the theme of the application is or what the purpose is, I will kind of think about the different app personas, the different users. If the Apple HIG uses a baking application, for example, if I need to target my demographics towards adventurous cookers, then obviously I'm not going to hang out and use a bunch of pre-made recipes. I'm not going to have boxed cake mix. That was the example, but it's a good point. Looking at the UX of other apps, I have noticed what apps are easy to use. Going off of the Orlando Sentinel app that I used this month, mostly intuitive. I didn't have to spend a lot of time looking for things, and things that were new, such as the save for later features or the trending features. It had pop-ups. I don't have to go searching on how to figure out. I don't have to keep using it to figure out how to use it. It just pops up the first time, tells me how to use it. If I want to use it, great. If not, it's not a feature that I have to use in the application. There are some things that I saw that I didn't like, such as sideways scrolling in some aspects, and then horizontal scrolling, or vertical scrolling and horizontal scrolling. It's not really consistent. And those are some of the things that I've picked up and started to notice that all apps that I use frequently conform to the human interface guidelines. They're intuitive. They have good user experience. And that's basically what I picked up this month. Couldn't really articulate it very well, but hopefully through some of my assignments, it's showing that I've kind of grasped the concept. It was a good month though. I enjoyed this class a lot, and it was a nice break from coding. I'll definitely give you that one. Anyway, this is Mike Oren signing out.